All right. Um, it's recording now. Here we go.
That's wild.
New episode. After all this time.
Episode
How,
83.
hold on, hold on, hold on. How long has it? How long has it been?
Oh, I can go
Actually,
check.
don't
I assume it's been like
A
over
year.
a month. Oh, please don't start playing. Okay.
It's been like 3 months or something. It's
Nah, like it's only been 2 months. It's like a bi-monthly thing, you know.
Yeah.
Once a month.
I wish. All right. Yeah, we got Angle on the podcast.
That's me.
Yo.
That's my name.
Yeah. I forgot how to like be a podcast guest or a podcast host. It's been a while.
They're just kind
Sometimes.
of need to start yapping.
Okay, well, I mean, you know me, yapping fever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talking about music.
Yeah, okay. So I guess should we just start talking about the topics?
Yeah. Yes.
Why not?
Okay.
Go straight
All
into
right.
it.
So the first thing we have is so what was your like motivation for YouTube? Like what made you want to start making videos, and like what is your motivation to like continue doing it?
Well, it started like early quarantine while I was just sitting on my computer all day playing CS, and I was like, I gotta do something with all this spare time I have. And then, as you know, everyone as a little kid goes through like their YouTube phase.
Mhm.
So I was like, you know what, might as well just capitalize on like the little dream I always had when I was growing up, watching Sky Does Minecraft and all that.
That's kind of like the same thing that happened to me. Like I don't know. I remember as a kid, like I think like when I was like young kid, I made like a YouTube account where I did stop motion videos, and then
That's cool.
later I did like other like YouTube poops and stuff. And then like eventually now I'm doing this.
I started by recording mobile games on my phone, like free to play mobile games, and like trying to like commentate over them real time when there's like a bunch of background noise with my parents cooking and stuff. It was really bad.
That's good. You should start doing that again.
Awesome.
Now racking the views.
I remember like my first YouTube moment was as a really little kid. I would set up Hot Wheels sets.
Uh-huh.
And I would just record them going. And I wanted to upload them. My parents were like, no, they have to be private. So they were just a bunch of private videos of me playing with Hot Wheels. And that was because like I used to watch other people's like videos of them recording their Hot Wheel sets.
I used to watch like so many videos of like Lego stop motion, where it was like
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah,
Lego
me too.
figures.
Those were
That was
cool.
so
Those
good.
were cool.
I remember it wasn't like a stop motion video, but it was like a Blender video of Lego World War II.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
I didn't really record any videos when I was younger, I don't think. Or I recorded some, but I never posted any, like, to YouTube. I know I would record, like, guides for Terrarias. Like, I would explain items and, like, why you should use them. And then I had my friend recording on the top bunk of my bunk bed, me playing on, like, the Xbox 360 Terraria. I was talking about the enchanted boomerang. But then there was no lights in my room, so you couldn't see like the TV. It was just like pure blackness, and it was just me talking about a boomerang with no video.
I had like a shitty little like video camera that I would make videos with my friends with, and I like found the SD card for that like a year or two ago.
That's cool.
And going through those, like I tried to make so many like Minecraft Let's Plays where I would just
Yeah.
record myself on like my mom's like MacBook, just like playing like on some random server, and I found the video, and it was like people in the chat would say something like inappropriate, and I would have to like pan the camera up so that I wouldn't show it.
Yeah, no, I definitely recorded a few Minecraft videos. I didn't know how to get like a screen recorder, so I would record with my phone.
Hmm.
Oh man, so
I
so
got
many
like 8 viruses trying to though.
I
so
remember recording my New Super Mario Bros. Wii, right?
Yeah.
I remember putting my phone like on like a little on like a cup or something to hold it up to record it, and I would try to crop the edges so it looked like really like low quality because the edges were cropped, and it was really bad. That was my first attempt at editing as a kid.
Oh,
I have so many memories coming back right now. Oh my god. Okay, I remember like in 5th grade, there was like because like for some reason in elementary school, like every year there was like mandatory a little like once a week foreign language classes, and in 5th grade, for some reason they chose Latin.
uh-huh.
Right, and then like there was like I don't remember what it was, but some kind of project. I think it might have actually been optional, so I don't really know why I put so much effort into it. But it was I built like a ancient Roman mansion in Minecraft, right? For the project. And then I also decided, you know what would be cool if I made this a series of YouTube videos. So like what I did was I worked on it for like 3 days in a row. Every single day I would record like the whole session,
Uh-huh.
and then like I would label each day with a part. I never actually ended up uploading them, but like it was like just building, like I think it was like the word for it, like for the house was domus
Uh-huh.
or something like that. I don't remember, but it was like building the domus part 1, part 2, and part 3. I remember like it was like the biggest like build project I had taken on, and it was for school. Like, I don't know.
I
It was
Do you
it
still
was
have the videos in general or no?
I don't think so. Or if I do, they're on my family's iMac,
mm,
which it might even be my old iMac, the old one that got thrown out before the new one.
Oh, that sucks.
So I don't know. But like that was just I just remembered that happened right now from what we were talking
I have so many like all my YTPs. I made like on an old computer that I like wiped a long time ago, and I really regret doing that because I have no backup of them.
Oh,
Yeah. But I also, I don't know. I remember like finding out what a speedrun was like when I was really little, and then setting up like a camera that was just like me sitting in a chair playing like my DS, but it was just like a view of me like on my DS. Like there was no actual like game feed. So you couldn't see what was happening in the game. You could just watch me sitting
What
and
was your
like playing.
What was your PB?
I don't think I beat the game. I think I game overed.
What game?
New Super Mario Bros. 2, the one on the 3DS that was like not very good.
Oh,
Yeah. I
That's
don't like that one. It was like the whole thing about coins,
Yeah,
right?
it was awful. I didn't like it.
I don't think anyone liked that one because it wasn't very good.
I didn't like it.
Why'd you speedrun it?
I don't know. I just thought I could beat it, but I had never beaten the
He
game.
was trying to be dream before dream. He was thinking big.
I could have been. Man, I don't know.
Disappointing.
Yeah, so the next one is like what is your like end goal for YouTube and making videos? Like what would you be sort of satisfied
Like
with?
YouTube in general,
Yeah.
or like just video making?
I both, like commutatively, like what's your goal?
YouTube wise, I want to hit like all time. It's like 100K. I'd be satisfied as a crew with that. To have like a decent community, that'd be pretty cool. Video making wise, I want to make movies because I don't think
yeah.
YouTube's substantial enough. I
Yeah.
want to make like some cool ass movie that people like 10 years when I'm dead will be like, that's a good movie.
Movies are
And that's
cool.
it.
Yeah. It'd be sick.
It'll be cool.
I don't know.
I guess I'll go next. I haven't really started making like actually serious videos, but when I do, I want to be able to make videos I'm actually like proud of, I guess, because I've just made like random gaming content with friends, which isn't really something I'm like proud to make. It's just something to post.
Something
Well,
to make.
at least it's something.
That's true.
That's true. But like, I want to get into like video essays and more scripted content and
Yeah, you
stuff.
scripted a video, right?
Yeah, I haven't. I'm still like working on the scripts, and I'm still trying to decide like how I'm gonna record because I have like a fish tank in my room.
Yeah, you can probably hear that.
Yeah.
It's like
The
But,
running joke, Loki is taking a really long piss.
yeah, I didn't want. I was genuinely confused when he was first talking. I was like, "What is that noise?" But I didn't want to mention it because I was like, I didn't know if that was weird or not to say something.
everyone does at some point. Don't worry about it too much.
Yeah.
Man, this dude been peeing for like 2 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I just want to make stuff I'm proud of. That's all I really care about. Like I don't. There's not like a number of subs I really want or anything like that. I just want to make something and like put it out there and be like, yeah, I'm proud of this. Like there's nothing wrong with this, at least to me.
Yeah.
You know.
What video essays would you want to make? Like, what topics, if you even know?
I've already got some scripted out. I'm gonna do one on Eraserhead by David Lynch because that's my favorite film, and I would like to talk about it because I think it's a very interesting film. I haven't seen a lot of in-depth discussions about it. I'm into like a lot of like weird noise music and stuff, and I'm doing kind of like a video like Cabin's perfect albums, but just for like weird avant-garde music.
That's interesting.
Yeah, where I'm gonna be talking about like why I like noise and like stuff like that, even if it doesn't sound very good.
Like the pissing.
Yeah.
New sample.
And I also want to do a video on the Pikmin games.
I never played any of the Pikmin games. I want to though.
I hadn't
I highly
until
recommend
like a couple months ago. I still haven't beaten Pikmin 1, but it's a lot of fun. It's really like I would recommend it.
It's like the most like it's like an RTS, but you don't have to like know how to play it. Like most RTSs are like really complicated and have like a million buttons.
Yeah.
You need to know it, but there's like none of that. It's like there's like 5 buttons.
It's
and
like
it's still
a
just
Nintendo RTS, which is what it is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The only RTS I played was Halo Wars. As like, I didn't even play it. I watched my older brothers play it, and it was so boring to me. So I didn't know what was going on.
There's no like base management or anything. You just have a little
Yeah,
squad of guys.
little Pikmin.
Yeah.
I definitely recommend it.
Nice.
Good game.
Didn't they like re-release the third one on the Switch? I'm pretty sure recently.
Yeah, they did. They like remastered it and like added some like bonus story content and also
Cool.
multiplayer story mode, which has never been in the games, which is nice.
That is cool.
Has it came out yet, or?
Yeah, I already have it actually.
Oh,
Yeah, I got that right away.
that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I have some other stuff floating around, but those are the only ones I'm like set in stone that I want to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've like originally before I had made any video essays, I had 3 sort of planned out, and 2 of them I haven't finished. The third one was perfect albums, but and then I sort of like focused on music stuff and like I don't know. I had different ideas. I still want to go back and finish those, but I don't know. An end goal, I guess, would be just like fostering a community. I think is a really cool idea. I don't know necessarily how cool it would be in practice, but
Yeah.
Just having a group of people who
enjoy what I make, I think would be really, really
yeah,
cool.
and like come together because of
Yeah.
that. That's cool. I like that.
It's always really interesting because like if you like make a community, people will meet other people and sometimes form like lifelong friendships or like even relationships through that.
Yeah.
And it's always like because like I don't know, it's just very interesting that like one person, like and especially if it's like you, like one person just makes something
And other
that a
people
lot of
bond
people
over
like.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really cool.
Like it's like not even just YouTube, just fans of anyone. It's always just really interesting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But to be like the like not the creator of the content though, I feel like Cabin said, is harder in practice.
Yeah.
It definitely
There's
is,
a
yeah.
lot of pressure when you have like people depending on you.
It's a lot of work too, and
Yeah, which is that's why I don't like to associate myself with what I make sometimes. I feel like it's just its own merit
hmm
and not the merit of like someone who's behind it. I think it has like a better value.
Yeah.
also like there's the whole idea of like keeping your community in check and stuff. Like once you have a larger one, like you know,
Yeah, you can't let it get out of hand.
yeah,
Yeah, but
'cause,
sometimes it's too big and you can't really do nothing.
Yeah.
yeah. But then that goes into like who's responsible for this, you know?
hmm I don't know. It's interesting though.
It is interesting.
Connie, are you still working on that those videos that you were telling me about?
No, I completely forgot they were a thing until just now. Oops. I mean, like, I'm probably not even going to finish them now because I kind of hate my voice now, so I don't really want to. But like, I don't know. I'll probably do them eventually.
I don't know.
But,
I mean, they're like,
Yeah.
I think that they'd be good.
I can't stand listening to my voice for like more than 30 minutes. It's so
Me
annoying
neither.
while editing and while recording. It's so aggravating.
I don't like my own voice at all.
Yeah, I think it's like a lot of people because it also always like it sounds different in your head compared to like when
Yeah, it
you're
does.
I don't know. It's always like I've always disliked my voice. But that's
Yeah.
sort of just something I had to like.
Get over.
I guess get over. Like just sort of ignore. Because I was kind of worried about like people making fun of me or I don't know, stuff like that. But
I remember earlier when I was like my first ever video essays or like script recordings, I try to like pitch my voice up. I think my voice is too deep. It's like too monotone to just talk regularly. So I try to like pitch it up, and it was so annoying. My God, I hated it. I think like my first video, my first actual decent viewing video, which is like I hate that video, but it did really well, and I don't like it because the voice throughout the video annoys me.
that makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't watch over like old stuff with my voice in it, or like even sometimes. I mean, I can tolerate my current voice.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's like that, and also like I don't know. It's like it's even worse now because I don't sound like what I want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
I've been thinking a lot about like what my like motivations for making videos are. Like I've sort of gone back to a lot of creators that I used to really like, and sort of I guess I've seen my own like I guess writing styles and editing styles in their stuff.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
I hate watching people. I'm sorry for
No,
interrupting,
you're fine,
Kevin.
you're fine.
You can. Okay. I hate watching people like because what I tend to do is that I watch a video on a topic that I want to do, and I like compare it to that so
Yeah,
like hard, and
actually.
it aggravates me. I hate it so much. And like I try to like make a video better than that, but I know I can't because it's out of like that's like a multi-million view video. It's just so
Or
annoying.
if it's like if someone else like has made a video about a topic, or like if someone has already made a video about a topic, I feel like I don't want to say anything that they have already said because it'll feel like
yeah,
I've
which
copied
makes
them.
it so much harder.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to make something more original.
Or if I like make a video, then I like look at a video that they made, and it's like, oh, well, it looks like I copied them, even though I didn't. You know?
Yeah. Like you want to bring something new to the table.
Yeah.
Which is
You don't
hard
want-
at times because sometimes those videos go over literally everything.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's easy to just say something that sounds similar to something that someone else said because, like,
Yeah.
similar experiences.
Well, the thing that goes into that is like video essays, they're not just the script, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of style and editing and voice work and stuff that also goes into it. And you can also differentiate yourself a lot there, I feel.
I will say that the script definitely, like,
it's definitely like the backbone of it,
yeah,
I would say.
if the script's bad, the video's bad, but like you can have other elements of the video be bad, and like if it has a good script, it kind of carries the video.
Yeah, because I've seen like simple editing and like long videos that just have such a good and decisive script,
Yeah.
and it just works.
Yeah.
No,
But if
yeah.
that's flipped,
The
it just
script-
doesn't work.
Mhm.
The script is definitely like the core of the video, like that's the main point of
Yeah, the
engagement.
whole,
But like,
yeah.
Makes it the hardest.
Yeah.
really good, but like really bad voice work or like can definitely disengage
Oh
me
yeah,
for sure.
sure.
Or like if there's better editing, I'll be more likely to watch it all the way through if it like looks nice.
Yeah.
I mean, but what's being said is definitely the point.
Yeah, I mean, like, there are a lot of times where, like, there will be a video essay and the visuals just aren't even really that interesting, so I just listen to it in the background.
Yeah.
Like, it's a podcast.
Yeah,
Like, because, like, I mean, like, the main point of them is to hear someone talk about something.
yeah, that's definitely the main point for sure.
I mean, there's also, like, the whole video part, so
Mhm.
I do think visuals are important, and good editing will always make me like a video more,
Yeah.
but it's not necessary.
It's all
You can
important.
I was just saying, like you can definitely differentiate your video from others.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Other than just what's being said. Although that's definitely like helps.
Yeah. I don't know.
Did everyone go over their goals?
Yeah, I was talking about motivations a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My motivation is just to talk about stuff that people don't listen to me on a day-to-day basis.
Mm.
That's why I just get most of my ideas from.
I think that I might have meant like inspirations, like people that
Like creators.
yeah, other creators. Like that sort of, you know.
I copy Nakey Jakey for like the beginning of my video making thing with green screen concept.
Oh.
But instead, I just get like a whiteboard, and I have my little character guy, and he just be like moving around or like the whiteboard thing.
Uh-huh.
It was a really cool concept, but it was really hard to do other things on top of it, like green screen edits, because like the background was white. It was just a singular blackboard that was like the central focus. So I just scrapped that idea because it was too hard to work around.
Well, if you're gonna copy someone, Nakey Jakey's not a bad person to copy.
No, he has a very engaging video essay style, I would say. Like it's up there. For me,
you continue. Sorry.
No, you were talking first. You go.
Another guy, H Bomber guy. I don't know if you guys heard of him.
He's great.
Oh, yeah.
I love H Bomber guy.
Yeah, I love him. He's great. I've been watching him a lot more recently.
Uh-huh.
I've been taking points of like his writing style and how he describes things a lot more. But I hate that he made a Fallout New Vegas video in December, which is when I was planning my video, like making the original idea for it. That annoyed me so much.
He, I don't know. He's like really good at making points that are like kind of irrefutable, which is what I really like about his content. Like he's very good at arguing what he's arguing for.
Yeah. Cool video essay I saw recently. I don't even really know if it's really a video essay. It was more of like a short documentary is the world's deadliest computer virus by Disrupt.
Oh, I saw that. I recommended.
Oh yeah, I
watched
that.
It was cool.
It was about I Wanna Cry, right?
No, it was about My Doom. And
I'm
then
pretty sure
it was about My Doom, and then the guy who prevented it from doing any more damage. I guess.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I watched that. It was good.
I don't know.
I think like although I do love talking about stuff that I like, I feel like I want to do like at some point sort of like mini documentaries like that.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Like tell a story.
Yeah.
But
I want
like that's
into the later part of that.
I will say,
that's probably even more work than a video essay with like all the research and
yeah,
shit.
I will say though that you have a good voice for like that sort of style of content.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, I mean, I do. It's not a good thing to me.
I mean, I do.
I mean, I see it, and like
I see your point.
how I speak sometimes, but I'd much rather have a different voice.
Yeah.
I want to make like 30-minute long, like consistently long videos, but that's pain because the script is
The
just.
script
Yeah,
and then the
that's a
editing.
lot of lots
The
of
editing doesn't bother me. Editing to me, I love editing because you can just make stuff look cool.
I like
It's
doing
just a
it,
script.
but it's like, I think I said this when I went on your podcast, but it's like editing's draining for me. Like I'll just like
It's
I'll like because a lot of times, and this is probably really bad to do, but like when I'm editing a video, I'll like do it all in one sitting.
Yeah.
So like I'll be like
That-
editing for like 7 or 8 hours, which is probably not a good idea. But I kind of have like an irrational fear of like if I don't do it right now, then I won't ever do it, or like if I don't do it right now, then it'll crash and I'll lose all my progress, or like that sort of thing.
for
I
me. I'm
said
kind of
deadline. I keep interrupting you.
no. We all kind of do that.
Yeah.
Like, there's no like
You go.
visual
You go.
cues. Okay, sure. I'm kind of the opposite, where like I really enjoy the writing process, but I editing is a huge slog fest for me. It's really hard for me to get through it. But I can like sit down and write like a 10-page script and like in one sitting and be happy with it. Like I'm very different in terms of like
Oh,
which
man.
part
You
I
can
enjoy.
do simple editing then. If your script carries it, it'd be a successful video.
that's-
Editing
yeah.
is more realistic.
I get writers. I don't know if editor's block is a thing, but if it is, I get that too. But I get writers and editor's block very, very fast.
Yeah.
Like I'll like open up a script and like, all right, here we go, let's do this. And then I write like 2 sentences and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to say. Or like I'll like start editing and I'll literally just like keep watching what I've got done over and over again.
Yeah,
I'm
what to
guilty
do
of
next.
that though. I keep watching what I like make. That's why like I really like making the like short videos, like less than a minute videos, because they're very rewatchable. But I don't know.
Yeah. I don't really get like editor's block, or I get editor's block, but not writer's block.
I get both.
I
Maybe-
figured out notes help a lot. Taking
I think-
notes like, helps immensely when it
Yeah.
comes to writing.
That's what I've been doing
Yeah.
for the Eva video.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It probably helps that like, or it probably hurts me that I'm like not amazing at editing, because it's like I'll think like, oh, I want to do a bunch of cool stuff, and then I'm like, oh, I don't know how to do that, and then it kind of stumps me.
YouTube's an amazing resource.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I've learned everything from
Definitely.
YouTube.
yeah, for sure.
And
I want to get into more like cinematic shots and stuff like
yeah,
that.
actually, like I making stuff that looks and feels cinematic is like that's really cool to me. Cause like I learned how to edit making short films. Like that's how I first started making videos and all everything like that was I took a film class and I started making short films. And I really, really, really liked it. And so, if I could do that, then that would be really cool.
Well, that's a way to start.
Yeah.
I want to make like cinematic stuff over like what was that one guy that Zenith was talking about? It was about this McDonald's guy. McDonald's the mystery of the McDonald's missing game.
Oh,
Something
Nick
like that.
Robinson.
Really
Nick
obscure and
Robinson.
stupid. That guy. I want to
no.
make videos on just stupid stuff that's like really serious and cinematic. I feel
Yeah,
like it's a fun concept.
Nick Robinson is definitely, I would say, a big inspiration for me.
Yeah, me too. Probably my
'cause
favorite creator on the
his-
site.
He just picks these like tiny topics that like no one's heard about or cares about,
Yeah.
and makes them so interesting. It's so strange. I don't know how.
Yeah, it's
doesn't
always
know.
like just the most like just random stuff.
Obscure.
Yeah.
Other than that, Jacob Geller's video essays are very good. They're a bit more like serious, but it's kind of combining like political landscape and like games and movies and media and stuff,
Yeah,
which is
Jacob
pretty
Geller's
interesting.
really
to me.
good.
Yeah, and Pad Shennington.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Just-
yeah. I was watching his new video earlier today.
Yeah.
He like came
It
out
also
with
helps. I mean, he's how I got into like noise rock and stuff,
Yeah.
because he was the album I started off like getting into it with was recommended like in one of his videos, and then
Yeah.
kind of spiraled out.
Pat is
A
so
Rebel.
cool.
Yeah. He's
Pat
great.
is so he's so cool, but his views are just so low for his
Uh-huh.
channel size, like all the time. And I'm always like, but this is such a good video. Why is no one watching this?
I don't know. It's really cool to see him at 100K.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never talked to the guy, but like from what I know about him and from what I've heard like other people in that community talk about him, he seems like a really cool dude.
I interacted with him once in like a comment section somewhere,
Mm.
That's
I just like thanked him for recommending that album because I really liked it. And he was like, "Oh yeah," and it was like, "That's cool. I'm glad I could like do that for you." So
Mm.
I don't know. It was a small interaction, but I thought it was cool.
interaction nonetheless.
Yeah.
He's kind of just like an ambassador for a lot of different communities, which is cool.
Mm-hmm. Internet music communities.
Yeah.
Talk about music. That's still funny to me. I'm sorry.
It's kind of funny how that kind of like became like a meme because I had no idea how like to start that video, so I just like I put that in as like a placeholder and then
Good start.
yeah.
It's very iconic at this point.
Within my like tiny corner of the internet.
Yeah. Like whenever I was watching the premiere for the second Perfect albums, and you said fucking let's talk about music again. I audibly went yo.
Yeah, that was like crazy because like I spent like a whole like month just making that video and like I couldn't tell anyone about it because I wanted it to be a surprise. So I feel like the surprise of the video was almost like better than the video itself. Like,
I mean, the video was really good too.
yeah,
It was really good.
Especially the machine girl portion with like the Godzilla footage. That was
Yeah.
really cool.
I learned how to what's it called? I forget the effect that I
Data
Data mod.
Mosh,
Yeah, I figured
maybe?
out how to use that plugin on After Effects.
Data mosh.
It's like yeah. It's like where you have like one video like glitch into another one.
Yeah, like meshes into another image.
I have to learn After Effects.
After Effects is
That's
fun.
something I need to
I
have.
know for a fact that I'm not using it like optimally. That like there's like so much more that I could use it for, but I like
It's
it.
a
I
very
like for what
powerful
it.
tool.
I like it for what it is. You know.
It's also not a very intuitive tool. Is the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. Like, but it is what it is. You can do a lot with
Yeah.
it.
I just feel like I end up using like the same few effects.
Yeah. You could try like a new thing in every video
Yeah,
or something.
that's what I try to do.
Just- Yeah, and just slowly build up like your repertoire
Yeah,
of editing knowledge
it's nice to know.
over time. Yeah. I think we already went over like our history on
Yeah.
YouTube a little bit. Like we kind of did that at the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of on accident, but you know.
Yeah. We
It
still
happened.
all talked about it. After that is if you weren't making videos, what would you be doing?
Computer programming, sadly.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm.
Actually, yeah, me too.
I
I mean,
looked
that's
into it for like a year, and then
I-
it just made me really sad, so I
What
stopped.
what happened was like for me was I was just making no progress, and then I took a course in like freshman year, I think, and like just the teacher and the structure of the course, it just killed all my passion for programming, so I don't have it
Damn.
anymore.
that sucks.
It was just like it was a very bad teacher, not like and like they were like mean or anything, but they just did not know how to teach.
Yeah, neither did my computer programming teacher. I didn't lose passion for it necessarily, but my teacher didn't really like teach very well.
I had the opposite experience. That's like why I had no idea what I was gonna do like after high school until I took a computer science class, and my teacher basically was just like, yeah, you should, like, if you have any interest in coding, just major in computer science.
Yeah. Yeah, I also want to get into music creation
Yeah.
because I'm just
Oh,
really
yeah.
interested in music, and
Yeah, I think
I-
like I really like want to start a band with you, and like
yeah, I mean, we talked about it. We made like a group chat,
Yeah.
but it's kind of hard to like everyone to meet up and like
Yeah.
where are we gonna record, where we're not gonna like get a noise complaint,
Yeah.
and also have like good sound quality.
yeah, I
'cause,
mean like the noise complaints part, especially because we know it's going to be loud whatever we do. I think.
well, yeah, because we wanted to do like a noise band,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or a noise rock, I should say, not like Mersbo or anything like that. But just kind of making like really off the wall, like fun stuff.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I like on the music Twitter Discord, like 30 people from there came together and they made like a album. They posted like
Oh
yesterday.
my! I'm pretty didn't fucking hold on.
They're trying to get Fantano to look at it. Because he's
It's called
live.
Guap.
Yeah, because yeah, I
He's
don't,
live
like,
right now. There's like a lot of people spamming his chat with like guap tape.
Yeah, that's the name.
Guap tape by Guap chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually not bad. It's kind of like a jokey album. Like
There's some
It's
good
just for, like,
production
fun.
on it though.
Wait, hold
no,
on.
it's very well made, but it's like it's not meant to be taken wholly seriously. Like one of the songs is called Pickle Wave, and it's like
I
the
saw
pickle wave
I
is
saw
singing
someone I saw someone
in the background.
I saw someone say all these music Twitter people came together to make an album for fun and made Lil B of 2020 or 2021.
Yeah, kind of. It's fun though. I mean, I actually really did enjoy listening to it. It was like they're actually pretty talented at like using FL
Yeah.
and all this stuff. And I don't know. I just like that they came together. They had fun and they actually made something that was actually decent. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of what I wanted. I would prefer to record like in person
Yeah.
with each
And I don't know. I think I said this on your podcast angle, but like I think that like I'm probably gonna just like be making videos until I die.
Yeah.
Just because I have always liked just making them, like ever since I sort of like learned how to use editing software. So as long as I'm able to make them, I probably will.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna make them till I get bored and I do to the next big thing.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
won't be for a while.
I don't know. Like I said, I still haven't posted like a serious video I'm proud of yet, like an actual video essay yet.
When you do, I
But
think
once
it'll be good.
I think I'm gonna like keep doing it for a while.
Yeah. You've got some good topics.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like
Um,
they're pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I don't really care about reaching people. I just want to talk about stuff that I want to talk about.
Well,
you know?
yeah,
And there's
I
some.
get that. I also think that your noise video will reach people.
You think so?
Because it's a very niche community that doesn't get a lot of praise. So to hear somebody talk analytically within that community, I think will hit home with people.
Mhm.
And so if you,
That's
you know,
definitely true. The same kind of goes for Eraserhead, because that's like a very niche film and it's very weird.
and so same with Pikmin. I mean, it's probably
Yeah.
more popular than all three of those, but or than the other two.
Yeah,
But it's
definitely.
like
It's a
probably
competitive
it
series.
has a very cult fan base.
Yeah, it's a very like among other Nintendo series, it's a pretty small fan base. Because it's a very specific appeal, and a lot of people just like don't end up trying it as well because it's kind of like a weird game, you know.
It is.
Mhm.
It's like this RTS platformer puzzle game. Like it's just this very weird mishmash of ideas.
It is very
that I
much.
think-
It reminds me of like a Zelda game from what I've played, like the way that
From-
it plays.
The way that it's designed and like plays, definitely.
Yeah.
Like you just go from like area to area collecting items and like occasionally finding a vice. It's fun. I would definitely just play them in order. 2 is the best one, but like every Pikmin fan has a different favorite.
Yeah.
So
So is 2
You know,
objective for the best one,
it's
or
the
is 2 your
longest.
favorite?
there's no objective best one. They all have good and bad things about them. One is like buggy and like just old and short. Those are the main issues. But it's also like it does the core gameplay just a lot of justice. Like the simplicity works pretty well.
Isn't 3 pretty short?
3 is also too short, which is another reason I dislike it. 3 just feels kind of hollow for me. I just get this feeling like coming from Pikmin 2 and even Pikmin 1, which is a shorter game than 3. 3 just, I don't know, it doesn't have the same vibe to it, if that
I
makes
would
sense.
say a lot of Nintendo games feel that way. A lot of newer Nintendo games feel that way.
Yeah, it has that like feel to it where it's just not the same. It's hard to put into words. I'll probably go in more depth in my video. The issue with 2 is a lot of people, they introduce like dungeons. They're like caves that you go into, and they're like separate level. They're sub levels, they call them. And some people don't like them because they're very difficult and kind of time consuming. But I enjoy them. I think they add challenge to the game, and I think there's some bad ones, but they allow for a much longer game with a lot more like different ideas presented, which I like.
That makes sense.
Don't play Hey Pikmin. It's bad.
Oh.
It's a 2D platformer for the DS.
Isn't that what they do with Chibi Robo? I'm pretty sure they're the exact same thing.
Yeah, and that was also very bad. Like every Chibi Robo fan hates that game because it's not really a Chibi Robo game.
Yeah, it was just a cash out basically, and it failed because it wasn't a Chibi Robo game. I want to play Chibi Robo. It looks really interesting.
Yeah.
It's another very cult game. Like it's a lot smaller than even Pikmin, because it hasn't really been a series for 10 years.
I feel like that game's got more coverage because of how like niche it is.
Oh, what the hell? I'm getting a call. I'm ignoring that call. Angle, I think your mic's cutting out a little bit.
Yeah, I got that too on my side.
Yeah.
It's just a little choppy.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like kind of skipping a bit.
Yeah.
It might be like
Howdy.
slightly.
Is that better?
Yeah, you're good.
Yes.
You're
Okay.
That's great.
Sorry if that messed half this podcast.
good. No,
up.
it just started.
No. It was barely happening at all.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just for like a minute or two.
Yeah.
It's not anything to worry about.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I-
I want to play Pick. I think we're kind of like moving to the next topic, unless anyone else wants to say anything on the last one.
No.
I,
No, if you weren't making videos, what would you be doing?
I like this Pikmin conversation.
Yeah.
I never played the game.
I don't honestly I like. The thing is, like, I don't have very much direction, so I don't know what I would be doing.
Mhm.
yeah.
I mean, like, I'm not really making, I guess, music, but that's not really like something sustainable because I'm not.
Yeah.
It's better as a
Like,
hobby.
obviously.
As
Yeah.
a job, like But this is just more like what do you want to do in life, not necessarily like as a career.
Yeah.
Because even video making isn't like
Video making
for
a
you
hobby.
too.
I would say it's a hobby.
It's not something you
Very
can
good.
sustainably just be like, this is my job now, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think my end goal in life is to just be like proud of like my accomplishments. I don't. That's really generic, but I want to be very talented. I guess like I want to know. I want to be very good at like drumming, and I want to learn to play saxophone because I don't know. I like the sound of
I
saxophone.
want to like. I think like what I want like for life. I just want to have like success with music, but not like huge success because that's scary.
Yeah,
Like, I just
like
want,
a
I want
small
like
cult following.
a small cult following
Like Blister 3.
that
Yeah.
and then like also I also want like to do kind of like make stuff that and just under an alias that I don't tell anyone about, and I just put it on Bandcamp.
Oh yeah, Uniwad does that.
Like they're just like if people find it, cool.
Yeah.
But like,
Or he did that. He like told everyone about it like recently.
I think like I don't know. I might tell like close people so I can show it to them because I'll probably be like proud of it. But like I won't.
Don't
I won't tell. Like it like if I have fans, I won't tell them. It'll just be out
Secret
there
project.
someday.
The thing.
Yeah. I feel like that's just like something really interesting to do.
What have you guys been playing recently? I've been
All out. That's it.
I've been back to my old ways of playing Geometry Dash.
Your addiction.
Yeah.
I have both gone back to my old ways from like 2016 and also gone against my own morals.
Are you playing CS:GO?
No,
Oh.
I'm playing Hearts of Iron.
Oh.
Oh, that's harsh.
I've spent so many like such a long time making fun of the game and people who play it, and now look at me. Fucking like I've been playing it for like a month maybe, and it's already one of my most played games on Steam. Like it's not good.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's I dislike its community, but it is actually a decently fun game if you put it.
God, like it's so overwhelming, and like I'm at like 150 hours or something. I still feel like a complete newbie. Like, I don't.
Yeah, no, you kind of always will feel like that with that game. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like from what I played with it.
But I mean, like I also mostly like I don't ever like play with the community. Like the few times I have, it's because I got dragged along to do it, and I hated every second of it. So I just play with people.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I have zero idea what that game is.
I think it's like
It's,
a world game.
It's a map game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a strategy game where you play as like countries. I think during
World War II, it like starts in like it's like starts at like the like January 1st, 1936.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like but like I don't even like playing it historically. The funniest thing to do is just put every country on random, like, and they'll just do whatever. Like literally, like
for sure.
Like sometimes, like whenever you do random, I know there are some countries that will just like split up into like multiple different countries, and then there's like Nazi Germany just it exists for a bit, and then there's a civil war, and then Hitler fucking dies, and there was no Nazi Germany.
So it's basically a simulation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like
It's
you
like
can like test out.
world.
It's like the whole appeal of it to me is alternate history.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mhm.
I like history a lot.
Yeah, it's made by like Paradox Games, right?
Yeah, it's
or they make like a bunch. They have like one for Rome, and I somehow have all of them and have played very well.
My main gripe is that like instead of like releasing updates, they release DLCs.
Yeah, no. There's like a million DLCs for every one of their games, and they're all expensive.
Yeah,
Like,
and they're like all they and like some of them are literally just gameplay tweaks.
Are they
They could have. That could have just. They could. It could have been like there was like one update that
no,
was.
their business model was very lame. I don't respect it very much, but
Yeah.
Very
their
lame.
games are actually like
Yeah, I am. But yeah, that was like. But like for the longest time, I have made fun of Hearts of Iron 4 and its player base, and now I am playing the game.
I don't know. I don't really. I kind of play games like I'll like go to my Steam library and like stare at all like the games I've amassed over the years and be like, huh, I don't want to play any of these.
I do that so often. I'll be like,
And then
I'll be like,
I'll
oh,
just I'll go open Minecraft again and like go on Hypixel and play Skywars for 10 hours.
I
and
don't
be
even
like,
I don't even do that anymore because I'm like, oh, if I go play Skywars, I'm just gonna be disappointed.
well,
like-
I started. I don't even like enjoy it that much. It's just like a good game to where like I'm never really bored of it, but I'm never really like enjoying it overtly. Like I could enjoy another game very much, like much more, but I don't know which game that is right now. Is the thing, and that's been going on for a few months, and it's gotten to the point where I got like really good at Skywars, and I win like every other match at the least, and sometimes
Wow.
like I won like 8 matches in a row, one of which I had 10 kills in.
Jesus.
And it's just gotten to the point like, why am I good at Minecraft? I don't
The
want to
only,
be good at it.
the only,
It's sad.
I'm
Yeah, I
terrible at Minecraft. I'm abysmal at it.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
PvP's
not necessarily a bad thing.
it's like it's fun, but like people are unnecessarily good at it sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like Minecraft PvP.
I'm starting to get to that point, and I don't really want to be at that point. Other than that, I'm trying to start back playing through Hollow Knight because Hollow Knight's a very, very good game. I love
I
Hollow
love
Knight.
the style of that game. It's so
It has a beautiful art style, amazing music. The gameplay is really fun. I love Metroidvanias, and I like very difficult games. Well, most of my favorite games are like Souls.
I could never. I always like when it comes to difficult games. I guess the best way to describe it is emotionally unstable. So like they're not very good for my health, but they're always like so enticing, and like I want to play them, like get my grubby little hands on them. And whenever I do, I just get pissed and turn it off, and I'm like, well, now I can't appreciate this game that people put hours of work into because I get pissy. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I used to get more mad at games, and then I was like, one day I was like, I'm gonna play through Dark Souls 3, and then that just like desensitized me to like games. And now but like I don't know. There's some like almost like enjoyment in like failing at a game. Like it's almost like I want to be better at this. You know? What I mean?
I mean, there's like there's always like a huge rush whenever you get over something that's like been.
I don't know. I've become a lot more appreciative of like the value of losing.
Yeah,
Honestly, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good skill to have. I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean, like,
yeah, it's not an easy thing to learn.
Yeah, it's just like it's hard for me because like the worst thing about that to me is like whenever you feel like you just can't win though, like it's just losing. Like you'll like yeah,
like
then you do
much
it.
More.
The thing is, you just have to keep breaking through. Like you can't really like give up. That's the issue. It's like,
actually, yeah, I know, but it's just like sometimes it's just I don't know. It doesn't feel.
No, I definitely get that. Like
I mean,
there's one.
I'm kind of. I guess where I'm going with this point is like, I was talking about like going back to like my roots from 2016 is like I've been playing TF2 a lot recently too, and like I played that game a lot in like 2016. It was like my first person shooter, and I because I wasn't allowed to play them until then because the only reason I was is because I just was like, fuck you, mom and dad, I'm gonna play these anyway and you can't stop me.
That's exactly what I did, but I had never played a first person shooter, so like I was like actually
Well,
abysmal
actually-
at them. So
Actually, they let me play TF2 because I was like, look, it's all cartoony, and they were like, okay, and then I just bought CS:GO without their like permission, and they were like, what are you playing? I was like, I'm playing Counter Strike, and they're like, what? And then they just let me keep going.
Yeah, no, when I was a kid, my first computer I got, and then for like a few months I didn't buy any games on it. It was like a all-in-one, so like it was like the monitor and computer were like one thing.
Oh, that was very
It-
bad.
yeah, those are
It was
awful.
very bad. It couldn't run a lot, so I didn't have many games for a while. I think I had Minecraft at some point, and that became my addiction. But the first thing I got on it was TF2 because it was free, and I just remember laying on the floor in the corner of my room because I didn't have a computer desk yet, and just like playing TF2 for like hours.
Yeah.
It's really fun until you're just getting stomped by.
Oh yeah, no, I was
until
never.
you're just getting stomped by the unusual wearing demo man, and then it's just like, oh well, I can't play the game.
I've tried
Yeah.
TF2 before, but every time I went on, the servers just decided not to work,
Yeah.
and then I kept
Oh.
dying and it exploded. It was horrible. So I don't play the game anymore.
Every person
no,
I
I-
fought on, like when I played TF2, they were like just a lot better than me.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like it's like there's like a really steep learning curve and high skill ceiling in that game.
Yeah. Also, like, it's a very old game, so the only people really still playing it are like people who are good at it, or like OGs. You know, like,
People who are good, or like it's just people who just started and then they're probably not going to be playing the next day.
mhm.
yeah, there's not a huge influx of like new players for TF2.
I mean,
just
like
'cause
there was recently.
Oh,
I mean, like,
really?
the game is. I'm pretty sure.
I've seen
Like
people
I'm
talking
pretty
about
sure last year it hit new peak player count.
Really,
Good.
that's interesting. I don't
Cause
know.
like,
I haven't played it in years. I like downloaded it again recently and played a match, and I was like, this. I don't really like this anymore as much as
This anymore.
because I also just I'm not a huge shooter person. I would rather play like a
Yeah.
Metroidvania or
Some
like
shooters
Dark
are
I could
Souls.
be in the mood for a shooter.
Yeah.
There are definitely good ones. I don't
Yeah.
like playing with randoms. I would rather just like play like a 1v1 on like Black Ops 2 like the old days. I might
I mean-
pick up the 360 with a friend.
For me, the most fun about multiplayer shooters is whenever you go in with your friends and then funny shit happens.
Yeah.
Like that's really
Yeah.
it. I mean, like you can have fun, like actually trying for sure. I mean, I know I have, but like whenever you try and things go bad, that's when you're not having fun. And then
Yeah.
it's just like,
The closest thing to an FPS I play now is probably Mordhau, which is there's no guns. I mean, it's like set in, yeah, it's not really an FPS. It plays like an FPS though, is the thing. But it's set in like medieval Europe, and everyone's like knights. So
The
you
game
fight
looks-
with like
that game looks really fun.
so it's like a first-person shooter in medieval Europe. So there, instead of guns, there's like bows and like swords and spears. It's very cool though. It has a very unique combat system, which I really like. Like you can actually like feint attacks and like parry and stuff. It's very cool. Like a decently in depth, and it's just a pretty fun game. And it really shows just how like in movies they show like 10-minute sword fights where you're like deflecting blows and like all these crazy stuff, but in reality, like
It's quick.
fights between knights, yeah, it's 1 or 2 hits, and then someone gets stabbed and dies, and that's it. Yeah,
I don't know. I've kind of wanted to go back to Mario 64 speedrunning because that's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
I stopped because I made my video on that. Usually like what happens is like I'll make a video on a topic and I'm kind of like exhausted of it for like a while. But also like I don't know. It was right around the time that all the there was that whole like 64 is personalized stuff, and then like I
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was right around the time of that.
I'm easily
64 was
Made that video.
I'm kind of easily like I'm easily scared, so like there was some stuff that happened with like my N64 and I was a little bit spooked by that, so I wasn't playing it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like the like unreasonable paranoia over internet myths that still just like scares you anyway.
Yeah.
Like it's just
I want to get back into speedrunning. I
too.
speedrun like games, but I never got good at one because I would never just like sit down and like practice one, I wanted to speedrun like every game, but it doesn't work out like that.
Me too. I just wanted to speedrun everything, and then no!
What?
What happened?
Oh no! I've been knocked out of the top 50 in Refunk. That's what I said. If I got knocked out, I would start playing
You gotta
again.
start
But I don't really
playing.
want to. I don't really want to though.
If you don't want to, don't. You're not gonna enjoy it. Speedrunning's such a like endeavor.
I don't
You
have
to
the
do
I don't
it
have
all
I don't
the
have the
time and
I don't have
stuff.
the time for it anymore.
It's such a
Odyssey for like when it came out for like a whole year.
Oh, really?
And it was like it was my whole thing. Yeah, I got really good
Was
at
it fun?
Like 12, 13-year-old me.
I've never.
It was really fun.
I never tried
I just stopped.
Odyssey speedrunning. I've like it looks really fun, but like
It did. It was
I
really
never
fun.
went back to Odyssey like after I beat the game for whatever reason.
The only reason I did it was because it was the only game I had on my Switch at the time. Because it was like it was a brand new thing,
Mhm.
and I got my hands on one. I got Odyssey.
Same.
I played it. I beat it with like a weekend. So I was like, I'm gonna speedrun it because it looked really fun. And I was watching other people do it. So yeah, I speedrun that for like a
That's
year.
like
And now I
Seems like
stopped.
a-
that's what happened to
Cool
me.
game to
I
speedrun.
I got my Switch. Well, I got my Switch like the day it came out, because I was really excited, and I went to like the midnight launch, and then they.
Oh wow, you're cool.
Well, the midnight launch, it didn't work because like people were already in line, and like you had to register online. So then I went the next morning and got one. But that was cool. Like that was really cool. That was the first time I'd ever done that. And it was extra cool just because like this is gonna sound stupid, but like the Switch was like rare for a while. Like
It was
for
it
like a
was
whole
really
year,
rare.
it was like it was hard to find, and now they're everywhere. So
It was a cool flex.
yeah. But like the only game that was really even out for like the first month was Breath of the Wild. So I remember playing that, and like I almost beat that. And then when Odyssey came out, like you said, like I beat that in a weekend, and then
Yeah, it was so much fun. Oh god, I love
it's
Odyssey.
great. I want to go back to it, and I really actually the one time I did go back to it was the Luigi's Balloon Hunt stuff.
Yeah, Luigi's Balloon.
That was so
Yeah, it was
fun.
really fun. That was
It
such a
that's
cool
like
game.
that has the same energy as like Mario Maker.
yeah.
It
I
was really cool.
I beat Odyssey like pretty quickly, but I never like went back after that very much, except to do some Luigi's Balloon Hunt. Like I never really did like the 100% or like the dark side stuff.
I did that. I that's the first game I've ever 100%ed in my life.
The first and only
wow.
game I did that for was Link Between Worlds on the 3DS. That
Oh,
game
yeah.
was so
That was a
good,
good
and
game.
that's the only game I 100%ed. I did a Shovel Knight as well.
I've done every 3D Mario game 100% besides
Oh,
Galaxy 2, Sunshine, and like the World. I haven't done those.
have you done 3D World?
I haven't done 3D World. I've done 3D Land
Because
on the DS.
3D World
That's
is the
I've
only
done that.
Mario game that I've 100%ed.
Never done. I didn't have a Wii U. I had a 3DS.
You
trying to
you
think-
should. I'd recommend 3D World to everyone. It's not as good as Odyssey, but it's like, I don't know. It had. I feel like in some parts, in some ways, it has more creativity than Odyssey had.
I
Yeah,
feel like comparing it to those games isn't fair.
No,
to it,
it's
though.
not.
It's a completely different game.
It's like a
no.
different dimension, sort of.
Yeah, I feel like comparing it to like 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy just makes the game look bad.
Yeah, but it's a
kinda,
really
yeah.
good game.
That's why a lot of people have gripes with it, because it's not really a 3D Mario game.
It's
It
just
plays
the way
like
that they hyped
more
it
like a
up
2D.
is bad.
Yeah. The only games I'm trying to think what I've actually 100%ed. I know I've done Mario 64, Dark Souls 3, Pikmin 1. I think that'd
Pikmin
be
1's
it.
pretty easy to 100% though. Like I'm probably gonna end
Yeah.
up 100%ing it.
You can definitely do it like your first time playing it. I didn't because like I was like 8 and you only have 30 days in the game. And it's really dark. You run out of oxygen and die
Oh,
if you
geez.
run out of 30 days, and then the Pikmin bury you and turn you into a Pikmin.
That happens?
And there's there's a little cutscene of you becoming a Olimar Pikmin, like the little guy you play as, and you sprout like a because you die and they like use you to make more Pikmin. It's kind of funny, but it's really dark. All the games have like very different plots because the first one's about like you crash land and need to get the parts And then the second one's like, your boss is greedy and is like, oh, there's good stuff on that planet you were at. Go get a bunch of money for me. And then the third game you play as like a different species and you need to like get food because your planet's starving. And then the new species just like makes fun of the other one because they're greedy. That's like, they keep making fun of like Olimar and all them.
Are they not related to Olimar? I thought they were.
They're like
Distant.
from a different planet, but they're like different species, kind of.
Yeah, I don't know.
Different.
I remember seeing Olimar in Brawl, and I was really confused why he was there. I was like, where the heck is this guy from?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people felt that way. I grew up on the GameCube. It was my first console.
I grew up on the Wii.
Me too. I was a Wii boy.
Me too.
I have a lot of love for the GameCube era games.
Me too. Like, I love the GameCube. It's just that, like, my appreciation comes from, like, you know, I don't have that, like, nostalgia for it, but I still really like it.
Yeah. The GameCube was a really kind of slept on console, I feel, because it didn't really sell that well.
I think it's the best Nintendo console. I think it is.
I think it's... I mean, I personally think that, but I'm biased. But it just had that whole era of games like PS2, original Xbox, and GameCube was probably the best. Like, and Dreamcast was probably.
Dreamcast is like, I think that's the most slept on
good,
console.
but it is. It's actually good.
The reason they get the Dreamcast is because you can like put a CD in your computer and like put a game on the CD, and then it'll work in the Dreamcast.
It would.
Yeah, they just didn't have piracy protection at all.
That's insane.
So like what people would do is they would buy their Dreamcast, and then they'd like walk to the other side of the store and buy like a sleeve of CDs.
And then you get a bunch of free
games.
games.
Then you have all the games.
That's awesome.
Really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. The GameCube like had just like such a great library. Like there wasn't a bad game on there really. Like Metroid Prime, Wind Waker, Sunshine, Melee, Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door, Luigi's
I've never
Mansion.
played Paper Mario, and I really want to.
The first two are really, really, really good. 64 is good. Thousand Year Door is like indisputably the best game.
I would recommend.
Yeah.
I don't know because I haven't played it, but I've heard really good things about the. If you like
the Wii one.
No, Super Nintendo. Like if you like Super Nintendo games, you could play Super Mario RPG, which is kind of like a precursor to that.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're definitely related.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in the same vein.
Yeah, I need to play that still.
The Wii one is good, but it's like very different because it's not an RPG. It's like a platformer, which a lot of people get turned off by, like fans of the series, because it's not really.
It's different.
Part
It's
of this
very
series.
different from. I watched a playthrough of it.
I have the same thing. Yeah, I have the same. Luigi's in it.
Yeah, isn't Luigi in the Wii one?
I think so. He's in the Thousand Year Door one, and like you can like talk to him and he'll tell you about his like adventures.
I'm pretty sure he's like the final boss or something. Something like that.
Which one?
The Wii one.
Oh, yeah, because he's in like the supervillain outfit. I think that's what that's from. Where he has like the mask and stuff.
Should we talk about music?
Probably.
No, not
Let's
music.
talk about music.
What? Oh, shit. What have you guys been listening to lately?
Let me look at my.
I can go for. I'll go.
You go first. You go first.
Yeah. Well, so I mean, I made the video on Blister 3. I like have completely fallen in love with their music. And so I listened to Celestial a lot. I really like that album, and I've been listening to that a lot. They sent me some unreleased tracks that I've been listening to a lot too.
Did they actually? That's really cool.
some
Really cool.
some future funk that they made. That's really good. I like a lot. That's basically it for me.
For me,
okay,
you
can go first. No, you go first.
No, you go first. No,
I hate this interaction. It's like
keep having.
Go first. I hate it so. I hate it so much. Okay. I've listened to I can't say her name. Ichiko Eboa. She's just a really soothing J-pop artist, and you can play the guitar really well.
Mm.
I like her Zero album. It's just a bunch of soothing songs, for like an hour.
I think I've heard of that.
I like it a lot.
I think I saw that on Rate Your Music, I think.
I thought you
Yeah,
were gonna
I've seen a lot of people talking about this album as like the best
It's a really good album.
2020. The Windswept.
Yeah, Windswept.
That one. I've seen a lot of people talking about it.
I mean, like, okay, for me, it's kind of just like a lot. So just give me a second. Whenever MF Doom died, like,
Oh yeah.
I was never a big fan, but I liked some of his songs, the ones that I listened to, the few I listened to, I loved them. And so, like, the day that he died, or the day it was announced that he died, I listened to Mad Villain. I first listened to Mad Villain, Food, and Operation Doomsday back to back, like in one sitting.
That's what I did too. Or I didn't
And, like,
listen to
yeah.
Operation Doomsday, but I listened to Mad Villainy and Food.
Yeah, I did too.
I was
Yeah.
getting into MF Doom like 2 weeks before he was announced he died, and I was like, wow, that sucks.
So I've been listening to Doom and Quasimodo, or
Mhm.
I guess the Quasimodo is just Madlib, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, listen to that, and then I've also been listening to let me see. I'm just going through my Last FM right now to see what I've been listening to recently. I've been listening, so like I just have been listening to like the usual stuff I listen to, such as my playlist, and then I've been listening to Fax Gang a lot, which is K indirectly put me on to them, but it's like, wow, like I listened to their, I don't think I've like ever. I'm sorry, I'm struggling to like figure out what to say right now about it. It's basically, it's really good. It's like bit crushed music, I guess. Like but I don't know why I'm struggling so much to talk about this. I'm sorry. But I listened to their EP, like, and then like it was like instant 5. Like I like 5 out of 5, instant 10 out of 10. Like I loved it completely. It was so good. Like I don't like literally. I have never danced that hard on a first listen ever. Actually, or at least until their album came out on New Year's Day, and I went to the premiere on Twitch of their album, and I literally like broke part of my computer off, and one of like the second to last song came on because I liked it. I was like flailing around and I broke part of my keyboard. But I don't know. It's basically, it's really good. It's like, I guess the best word to describe it is ethereal, whatever.
Ethereal.
The fuck, like ethereal. Yeah, there we go. Ethereal. Yeah,
That's the
I
word.
want to listen to their music. I've seen a lot of people talking about it.
it's really good.
When
Yeah,
I,
those are like the two big ones, and then there's just other random stuff in between.
when I passed my economics test, which was like a big deal because it's like I don't want to take that class again because it's a horrible class. And that was like I passed by like 1 point, so I was very happy. Yeah. I had a 71 in the class, and
At least you passed.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
No, I mean,
No,
71 is
I'm-
good. A lot of people fail that class apparently. I didn't take it because I didn't want to risk it.
Yeah, no. It's like one of the hardest classes at like this college specifically for whatever reason. Like, it's a very hard class the way they teach it. But I just like put on Hanatarash, which is like an incredibly harsh noise band, and flailed to it, and that was fun. Yeah, I listen to like stuff all over. I've been listening to like a new album every day right now, like not like scheduled or anything. I just have like a huge backlog of music to listen
I
to.
have like, I've forgotten to add stuff to my backlog, but I keep having like more and more stuff I see that I want to. I'm gonna add a bunch right now. Hold on, just ones that I remember.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, no,
So, like,
I'll like
I have such a long backlog.
especially like noise rock communities because I've just gotten like super into like noise rock and free jazz and like all these different like mini subset genres that like branch out. and like music concrete, and like there's all these like lowercase music. There's a bunch of weird like little genres that have like really really unique like sounds to them that I've been getting into. And I'm in like a lot of communities, like the Discord for like noise rock and stuff, to get like a lot of recs. And I have like a few friends on Discord who just send me recommendations. So I've been like getting really into that music.
Yeah.
So I could go on for hours about like all the new bands I've been listening to in the past week.
I really want to get like I feel like I'm decently involved in like music communities that I'm a part of, but like I would very much like to meet people who kind of share my interest in certain genres, because that's I don't know, I have an outlet to talk about it, but I don't have an outlet to talk like to other people about it.
Yeah.
Lately, the main albums have been like this Deceit by This Heat is pretty good. I'm trying to think because there's a lot. And Panatrash I've been listening to a lot, especially lately. I've been getting more into them. Not for everyone.
Yeah, I don't.
I just find music as I go. I don't really have like a backlog or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I just find it.
No, like
It's more like I'll wreck an album and I'll like save it on Spotify
my
to like listen to.
quote unquote backlog is really just like stuff that I want to try out. It's rare that I like find like something that goes on like a playlist or something, or you know, something that I like listen to regularly. Because I'm kind of picky.
I don't.
Music.
I made I find making playlists very daunting because I'm always worried I'm gonna forget something to like put in, and then but like so, I have one playlist which is basically just like various forms of rock, I guess, or like stuff that has similar vibes to everything else.
Yeah.
And so that's like the only like actual playlist I have. I guess there's like another one, but I never use it. And then I recently made a playlist that is called literally just all my liked albums in order of when they were liked. And it's like every single album that I've saved on Spotify, just in order of when I saved it. And it's 769 songs long.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not very picky with what I like because I just like songs that I enjoy.
Me too.
So I have like 1,000 like songs.
I
don't have any.
I keep
playlist.
forgetting to like songs, so I have none. And it's like there's too many songs for me to go through and like, so I just don't bother.
I don't have playlists anymore. I got rid of them all because they were like really. I didn't like them really, how they were like sorted. Like there was a lot of music in there that didn't fit in that playlist and all that. And I didn't really use playlists. I just kind of listen to music that I want to listen to now. You know, like on like, oh, I'm in the mood for this album. I know.
Yeah, me too.
That album, listen to that.
I tend to like play a song and then I'll just like queue like 10 more. I'm just like, oh, I want to listen to this and this and this and this. And I just queue them up.
I like having like a sequence of songs and just keep looping that sequence.
Yeah.
In my like song categories. I do that a lot.
I need to use the restroom real quick.
Oh, okay.
Thank God you said it first before me. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Everyone take a quick break, I guess. I'll be right.
Man, I can't. I don't know. I really want to beat this one Geometry Dash level, but it is like playing this game is horrible.
You're an addict.
I'm not an addict.
You're getting close.
No, I'm not. I was an addict in 2016.
You have 2,000.
Oh shit! I need
2,500.
I need to add guap tape by guap chat to my backlog.
Like 2,500 of those hours are like, from, like, 5 years ago. Jesus.
Still a lot of time clicking the block on a computer.
It was all worth it though.
The most hours I've had in a game is Odyssey. It's like 500, I think.
This is the most hours. Well, I probably have more hours in Minecraft. That doesn't have an hour counter. I definitely have more hours in Minecraft. I probably have like 4,000 or 5,000 hours in that.
I love games when they have hour counters. I don't know why it's not in every single.
It should be.
I hate not having.
I'm very thankful. I like that they added that on the Switch. It's really cool.
Yeah, but they don't tell you exactly. They tell you like about, and that kind of annoys me sometimes.
And I'm sure
I
that
like
there's
to know.
some
I
like
love how
limit.
Steam does. Yeah. Right now, I'd like the most games I have, most hours I have in a game on my Steam right now is CS:GO with like 155,
Yeah.
and I got that like last year, so I had like an addiction to CS:GO for a while.
I don't know.
Still horrible.
I tried to get
Jesus.
there's this 99-cent game called Mountain, and I wanted that to be like my most played game. So I just left it on for a while, but then
Why did you want it to be your most played
because
game?
it's like it's basically a screensaver, so I thought it would be funny if like people looked at my Steam account and they saw like, oh, he's played Mountain for thousands of hours. But then I only did it for like 22 hours.
That's still a while.
I just left it on. I also bought it for a lot of my friends. I bought it for 3 friends
That's cool.
because it's like 99 cents.
Right now, I just have a lot of games that like my PC can't hold all of them, which annoys me. 'Cause I really want to have all my games installed, so I have to keep like uninstalling, reinstalling. Right now, I just have Fallout, Golf with Friends, and CS:GO installed, and Rocket League.
I splurged on like a 3 terabyte hard drive, and I keep forgetting that I like have more storage now. But you know, like that storage is getting like more and more cheap, which is really really nice.
It is. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What is this in reference to? What are we talking about?
Games like Steam games.
Cabin, Geometry, Dash Addiction.
Not true.
Oh, true.
No,
I was really into Osu for like the longest time.
I could never get into Osu.
It's like I suck at it still, but I don't know. There's something so pleasing about clicking circles.
I really
and,
like
it goes into
rhythm games. Like Step Mania
Yeah.
is really that's a really good game. I would say.
Beat Saber is probably my favorite.
Beat Saber is a lot of fun.
I really want to play Beat Saber. It looks so much fun.
If you have
Code
the
Hero is
VR in
pretty
general
good.
is the coolest thing.
if you have the chance, you
I don't
gotta
know.
go for it. It's definitely worth it.
It just has like a really significant skill curve that a lot of other rhythm games don't. I feel like a lot of other rhythm games you can like there's somewhere to like start, you know. I found a lot more difficulty starting in Osu.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Osu's like I couldn't even figure out you're supposed to like double tap because you know how it hits like a semicircle
Uh-huh.
like midway like when it's going back and forth between a line. I didn't know if you were supposed to click it twice again or if you were just supposed to let it be. So for the longest time I was just like failing consistently because I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
But then I eventually got the hang of it. I just like doing it to play like anime openings that I enjoy
Yeah.
and just listening to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to watch Cowboy Bebop so I can watch your Cowboy Bebop video.
Cowboy Bebop is very good. Rep.
I don't know why my anime videos did so well, like surprisingly
I
well.
think,
like those videos, like, I'm like, I
Anime
don't think they're the best.
communities watch every anime video
Well,
ever.
they're also
That's why.
they're very accustomed to people making that type of video.
Yeah, there's a lot of videos within that community like that, so they're not like afraid to watch it, you know,
Yeah.
if that makes
Oh,
sense,
yeah.
or they're not, or maybe they're like outwardly looking for it more, you know.
You guys want to talk about like future projects for the 4 of us?
I feel like I already talked about that with the band and the videos I wanted to do. If other people can go,
I guess for me is just finish up this song. God damn. Or just any song. I remember like at one point I was like, you know what would be funny if I made a King Cruel drum and bass remix, and then I tried and it just did not go well. So I gave up on that. But like I actually have like a song with like a whole like melody written. And I've had it sitting there for like a while. It was supposed to be I was supposed to finish it by Christmas, but I just didn't. And
Yeah.
So I guess there's that, like finish a song or any song. So I don't really know. I guess fix my voice. But that's like a long-term goal.
Yeah. I want to finish the Eva video. I want to try, like, I'm gonna try and watch all the episodes this weekend because I still haven't done that, and then the script will probably be done by the end of next week. I would think, and then
Hopefully, yeah. That'd be cool.
I really want to make a video about like it's really intriguing to me, like the Wild West of like computers and the internet. I think that would be a good video. Me and Angle are gonna make that video about the 2010s.
2010.
Yeah, that's gonna be a sick video.
Yeah.
Um,
But until then, I'm just gonna be just getting footage and writing notes down of Vegas because that game's gonna take forever.
yeah, I'm excited for the Vegas video.
Yeah, hopefully I can get it like in. I want to get it like on the anniversary of my channel, being like a full year of uploading, right?
That would be cool.
April 2nd, right? I really want to get it on that day, so I'm trying to play as like much as possible and like take notes and stuff.
Yeah.
Right now
Vegas?
I'm just. Oh yeah, New Vegas Fallout.
Yeah, it's definitely a good game for that because I mean, it's a very good and respected game.
Right now I'm just doing the DLC. Then afterwards I want to play the game, but like sticking to one faction and seeing how it differs. Yeah, it's gonna take a bit, but it's gonna be worth it hopefully.
This is kind of similar to the last one, but like 2021 goals. It's sort of similar. Not, I mean, it sounds similar, but it's not like the same. I don't know. I want to, for me, like I want to. Well, I mean, first and foremost, get into college. Of course, like I'm done applying and everything, but also like I mean YouTube wise, I don't have like necessarily like a subscriber count or anything that I want to get to, but I do think that it would be cool to like do what I said and like try and foster like a little community, or at least like meet more people through my videos and like talk to more like music artists. Oh yeah, another future project I didn't mention. I'm gonna make a video on Hatena, the future funk artist.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically it for me.
I'd love to hit like 100 subs. That'd be really cool for me.
You definitely will get there.
I want to hit 50 in April or like May, because again, I think it'd be really cool to have that progress in like one singular year.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd motivate me a bit.
For me, also going to college. Secondly, I want to do those 3 videos within this year. Like that's my main goal. I would like to do more than just those 3 in this year, but at the very least, I'd like to do those 3 videos I planned for this year. At least for like longer full-length videos, you know. I want to get more in shape, but I can't really go to a gym right now.
Yeah.
So it's like I was before COVID. Like I was starting to go to a gym, but then like COVID and now I can't.
I need to do that.
So I'm trying to decide if I want to just like start like running and doing stuff at home, like just basic cardio and calisthenics and stuff. But I don't really like doing that. I don't know.
I did track for 2 years in high school. Well, not high school. I did 8th grade and then 9th grade. And then my 9th grade season got canceled. This year I'm not doing it because, obvious reasons.
Yeah.
It was fun, but it's extremely demanding. Like my hip had, like I did hurdles. I sucked at them, but I did them. And it messed up my hips so bad. So now I need to get back hip strength because it's tough in these streets.
I want to get into like some martial art because I just think martial arts are very cool, and I would like to know one. And they're just a really good way to like stay in shape physically and like mentally with some of them.
And fun.
Yeah.
And they're just fun. Yeah. I don't know. It's just like a cool thing to know. But I also can't really start that until COVID's over, and like.
Yeah, it's not looking for a while.
Yeah. And I also just don't know which one I want to do.
Thankfully, like, I don't know, a lot of colleges have, like, gyms in them. I think most do.
Yeah,
like on campus,
a decent amount do for sure.
which is nice.
So maybe I'll use the like one at the dorm if it's like open.
Yeah. I think I don't know. I think by the end of this year, COVID will be done and over with, especially with the vaccine.
I hope so. Jesus,
Yeah.
I hope so.
I also I want to start making music before this year's over.
Yeah.
Whether that's like physically recording or learning how to use like FL or Ableton or something like that.
Yeah. Because you've got a lot
I
of
don't
good
decide.
equipment.
Music.
Oh yeah, no.
Production's like super impressive to me. I don't know how
Yeah,
you do that. Well, I don't know. That's impressive to me.
yeah. Through a weird and messy situation, I ended up with a lot of music production, like hardware. I won't really go into that too much because it's kind of personal, but
Okay.
I have been given a lot of music production stuff, and I don't know how to use any of it. And it's like I don't know how to like where to set it up because it takes up a lot of space, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I want to start getting into it.
You can always like just do it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just need space to like actually set it up, and then I can like get more into like making music.
Well, if you guys do end up moving, because you mentioned that, then you'll probably have some more space.
I don't know if we're gonna move into that house.
Yeah, I don't know.
There are some issues with that one, but maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
I also am not going to be living at this house for much longer because I'm going to college like this year. So it'd be kind of weird to like move and then move out.
Yeah. Last hurrah, though.
Yeah.
Cool.
But regardless.
I mean that was all the topics. Oh yeah, Connie, did you say your 2021 goals?
I mean, like, yeah. I mean, like, I guess just overall, it's just, I don't really know. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing.
Mm.
In general.
I get that.
Most of us don't.
I mean, I guess the only goal is, get further along my transition, I guess. I don't know. I have, besides like buying a bunch of clothes, I haven't really done anything.
I mean, that's a good goal.
I mean, yeah, it's something. It's definitely something I care about a lot, obviously, because it's literally just me.
Yeah.
Like to work towards.
Hmm.
I mean, like, I guess it's really just that, and actually put some music out this year.
Oh yeah,
I guess
for sure.
Yeah. Like actually take the time to figure out how to mix stuff together instead of just like giving up instantly, like I tend to do.
Yeah, I think if we do end up like making music together, like as a band, that'll definitely help with motivation because then it's like other people who are relying on you to make music with, you know. And it's like once you're already there to make music, you're gonna be recording it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
so. Yeah, I think that'll definitely help with like motivation.
It always helps. It's like I have like another friend who makes music. I remember like a while ago, we like in 2020 we made some stuff together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like it always helps whenever there's someone else there.
I feel like that'll just like help with motivation because then it's not just like on you. It's like it's a group thing, and it's like, oh, other people are relying on me. You know, I should get this done. Yeah. It's different than like a solo venture.
Yeah. I mean, we can end it here.
You got some bullet fire last minute questions?
It's your social security number.
Yeah, you have to give it to us.
Yeah, we make every guess so we can blackmail them.
Oh no.
Nothing off the top of my head. We can talk for Pikmin for like another hour if people want to.
I was like listening to that. That was interesting, genuinely.
Yeah.
It's a fun game. I highly recommend it.
My favorite lasagna, by the way. I like lasagna.
Lasagna's pretty good.
I like lasagna. I was thinking about it.
I don't really have an opinion on this one. I used to not like it, but I haven't had it in a while, so I don't know.
It's pretty good.
I like cooking. Cooking's really cool.
Imagine pasta, but in a different form.
I recorded my
That's what
cooking
lasagna-
video. I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna edit that.
Oh yeah,
Cooking video.
cooking is definitely something
Yeah.
I'm interested
I want to
in.
get better.
I like baking more, but cooking.
Baking's fun too.
Yeah,
I
I like
both.
baking.
It's all fun.
I'm not good at like making food like presentable, like look nice, but
Taste is
I can make
taste
food.
is the most
I
important.
can make it taste decent. So I'm
What matters more, the taste or the looks?
Yeah.
the taste, unless you work at like a restaurant, then it's debatable. But like if you're at like a really high-end snooty restaurant, like sometimes presentation matters more. But for what I'm doing, I just love cooking.
Taste.
Yeah, it's taste.
I like tasting good food.
Exactly, yeah. I don't know. I just like the act of cooking. I think it's fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
It's science, but fun.
It's like an easy hobby to like start and like get good at.
That's really
Without-
helpful for you.
And it's a good skill to just have in life.
All right.
The last
I-
topic was about cooking. I'm very happy about that.
I highly recommend both Pikmin and cooking.
Very cool.
That's my life lesson of the day. Play Pikmin and
So
cook.
that's a good way to end it.
Yeah.
I won't. I'm gonna stop it here, because we've been talking for like an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, this is probably the longest one so far. But that's not a bad
Yeah,
thing.
I claimed my spot.
Oh, it